That's what makes it so sweet. Because it's apple pie. Ugh. All right. Welcome to another episode of Big and Stupid Game Reviews. I'm Stupid J.
Big Mike.
And it's a new year in gaming.
New year.
Which means we have to do a follow-up.
Yes.
We're 2 years late.
It's been a while since we did this.
Well, 3 years. 2013 and it's officially 2016.
Yes it is.
So we're going to do 2015 though.
We're going to start out by doing the entire last year of games. Fuck, I lost that sneeze.
Our personal top 3 picks.
Top 3.
Our personal feelings of what we say is must-plays for the year. So what do you got?
My number 3 is a PlayStation downloadable indie game called Axiom Verge. It's like a 16-bit, like Super Nintendo style Super Metroid exploring thing where you play a scientist who gets sucked into this virtual world and you have to run around killing weird aliens and collecting new weapons and power-ups to get to different areas. You know how Metroid games work. It's one of those, and it's really good, and it's the best Metroid game that came out since Super Metroid. So,
I mean, it's not as good as Other M.
We don't talk about the Other M. That game never happened.
But this is a PlayStation exclusive.
PlayStation exclusive.
Indie title.
It was
or
when it came out. Now it's on PC.
Okay.
Should be on Vita soon. Hopefully.
Just, sorry anyone's interested.
But it's PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 PC right now.
Gotcha.
Definitely worth the $20 or whatever it costs.
I choose you, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, because I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan, as are you.
I am.
So I had to give it a shot, and I really feel a lot of people aren't giving Assassin's Creed the love that it used to have.
Yep.
And this really does remind me of reminiscent of like the older ones with like the Brotherhoods, the twos, where the characters they concentrate more on the characters.
Yeah.
They're much more likable.
I like that
they have so much more personality.
I like that it's single player.
Yep.
No.
The fact that you get to play 2 assassins is great. The twins, the Fry twins.
Yep.
Each has their own style. One is stealth. One is a like brawling. So it was really great because I could play depending on my attitude. If I wanted to kick some ass, I could use Jacob. If I wanted to sneak, I'd use Evie.
Yep.
There's a lot to do, tons to do, fun stuff to do. Not as buggy as they usually always are. I had very few problems with it, but I loved the new fighting system, which was really fun and easy to use.
Yep.
Doing multi-kills is great.
Yep.
Loved the game. I couldn't recommend it more.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
It's a great game. There was only one thing that kept me from picking it in my top 3, and that was The Last Assassination. It's sort of like, it didn't kill the game for me, but it was like, oh, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
But I loved that it was single player. By the end, I had Evie so powered up that I didn't even have to use Jacob for the brawling anymore. So, I don't know, I just liked her better. I like when you duck and she disappears.
Yeah.
So
and that was cool. I mean, they had separate skill trees, and it was really fun.
Great.
I really enjoyed the game.
Yep, definitely, highly recommend. For my second game, I sort of went the same sort of platforming route, but a different game. It's Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is one of the best platformers I played, maybe ever.
Well, they're not really making them anymore either, and they went above and beyond compared to the last game.
The platforming is wonderful. My least favorite part of any game is shooting. And even that, after a while, I could pretty much get around having to shoot people.
Yeah.
There's a couple of segments where, you have to cover base shoot, but for the most part, got my stealth up.
Oh, I watched you play.
I went around
you played it basically like Assassin's Creed.
I went around and stealthed everybody, and it's wonderful. And the optional challenge tombs, so much fun. They reminded me of my favorite part of Assassin's Creed 2, which was those optional hidden tombs.
And this is what Tomb Raider is supposed to be about.
Yep.
Tombs.
It's wonderful.
And they definitely went above and beyond with
It's
the
wonderful.
tombs.
They really fleshed out Lara Croft.
Yeah.
The characters are great. Story's good. I ended up caring about characters, which I usually don't in games. I just play the games to have fun. But in this one, I was like...
And you didn't even go into this one with like, oh, I can't wait to play it.
Nope.
You were like, I was like, here, Mike, you have to play this.
Yep.
And
I
it ended
did.
up on your list.
It's on my list.
Borderlands, the pre-sequel. This is the Handsome Jack collection, but same thing. But pre-sequel's the game that had come out. Huge Borderlands fan. Always have been since the first game.
Mm-hmm.
They're unusual. They're different. They're unique. The new character classes are great. The story's fun as hell. Just learning more about Jack and how he came to be. Seeing the characters from 2 and playing those characters from 2 and seeing how everything got to where it is. Being in outer space, how to monitor oxygen and lower gravity, all the new ways to play, which I thought were going to be annoying, turned out to be super fun. I couldn't recommend it more. If you love Borderlands, you should already have played it and love the hell out of it. I love the style. I love the way it plays. It's smooth. I couldn't...
I love how it looks, but it gives me a headache,
Yeah.
so I can't play the games.
Yeah. But I love it. That was my pick.
Good. All right. My number 1 game of the year.
Number 1!
It's going to be something that it's on a lot of lists. It's no surprise, but it's Witcher 3. Big, huge. I've been playing the Witcher games since the beginning. And this is where they were going. The one is a little bit open. 2, they opened it up more. This one's a true open world. Lots of great side quests. Everything you do affects the entire world. So it just feels like I'm actually doing
part of the story.
Yeah, I'm actually part of this whole, not just the story,
But like the living world.
Yeah, the entire world. I love it. Geralt is the only character I've ever played in a game that has this voice. That it didn't bother me. Like, he looks, I mean, he's a grizzled old man, warrior since he was a kid. He earned that voice. So, there's really nothing about the Witcher games that I don't like, and this one's the best one. So, gotta be Witcher 3, number 1.
Very cool. And that's good you even brought it up because that came out early year, and a lot of people probably even forgot that it's even out.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
It
At
was,
this point, you could probably get it for a good price,
yeah,
too.
it was this
You know
year
what I mean?
for sure. You can probably get it for half what it came out as.
Yeah, because I'm sure it's being overshadowed by my number 1 pick.
And if you get the physical copy, there's all sorts of extra shit in there. There's stickers, there's a physical map, and there's like extra shit that you can get. They did a whole bunch of free DLC for like months after the game came out. Every week there was more stuff. You know, there was some, whatever. I'm not even going to get into it because there was some, you know,
because it's worth it.
Weird bugs and stuff, but they fixed them, and nothing was game breaking anyway. So
number 1 for me has to be Fallout 4 because it's Fallout 4.
Yep.
There's nothing more to say about it other than if you loved Fallout, you're gonna love 4 because it's everything we wanted it to be. It really is, and more. So. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go into it because it's Fallout fucking 4.
There's no reason to. We'll have a review of it for some reason because what are you gonna say about Fallout?
Yeah.
It's Fallout. It's more Fallout, and it's good Fallout, and
well, you know what? And what I will say is, if you've never played them before, 4 is a great way to see if you'll like it.
4 is a good start. Yeah, I would definitely probably go. I'll go 3.
Well, because 3 and New
go
Vegas are weaker than this, because this you can just do everything. So if you really love it, you'll enjoy the others. But this is so much easier to use, so much easier to handle, and I just love the shit out of it.
Yeah, I would go 3, 4, New Vegas, and then if you like those, go back, because I started in like the early 2000s with 2. I don't think that's when it came out, but that's when I started playing it. and I tried to go back, and those old isometric RPGs are hard to play. So if you're new to the Fallout series, don't start with the old ones. Start with at least 3, probably 4. I mean,
I say 4 is great.
Yeah,
and
4 is great.
And it's beautiful because you don't need to play the sequels.
No, you don't. You don't need to play.
Everyone always has its own linear story with your character.
It has its own story.
So
it's set in a different place,
Yep.
but in the same universe.
Yep.
So
it's beautiful
you
to
get
just start now.
Yeah, you get inside jokes and references if you play
Yeah.
the other ones, but
It's not necessary.
it's not necessary. So yeah, those are. I mean, and all of the games that Jay picked, except for the Borderlands, which could be good. I don't know. I really can't play it.
You'll just
it
have to
makes
trust
me
me.
nauseous. But those other 2 games, those were in my top 5. So, yeah, definitely, it was definitely a really good year for games.
And hopefully,
Considering I usually don't like games, but
well, hopefully this year will be also good.
we'll
So-
see how it goes.
And
but-
we'll review them when they're out.
Enjoy those games at a discount at this point if you need something to play, and we'll keep you up to date on what's going on this year in 2016.
Cheers.